It's about that time once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish, Foolish, representing reality music entertainment. That is the movement. Coming to you live once again, man, giving you that reality talk. We talk about real life stuff. We don't come on here to gossip or just cap. Talk about real life stuff that we all go through. Hope y'all having a great week. Nothing but good vibes, man. You know, we spread love and positivity. Life is too short for anything else. We don't have time for negativity and drama. So we like to keep it pushing and keep living. But all good vibes, man. We live streaming right now on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. We're going to have a good time tonight, folks. Tonight's topic, we're going to talk about hypothetically, if you can go back and change one thing in your life, what would that be? And we know we might have a lot of regrets, a lot of things that we wish we could go back and change. If you got the opportunity to go back and change one thing in your life, what would that be? That's something to think about. Even though we know that it's impossible for you to go back in time. What's done is done. What didn't happen, it doesn't happen. But if you could, what would you go back and change? Something that happened in your life. What would you go back and change and do it differently? We're going to get this party started in a minute. Angela checking in. Let me make sure we got everything locked and loaded, folks. Then we're going to take off and get started. We'll have another great positive podcast. That's what it's all about, man. We're going to come on and feed y'all some of this soul food. Stuff that's going to touch your mind, body, and soul. You know what I mean? So let me make sure I got everything locked and loaded. And we're going to get this show started. Hope y'all having a great week, man. And you're looking forward to an even better weekend. Remember, live your life, man. Chase your dreams. Go after anything that you want. Tomorrow ain't promised. So do it right now. Live for the moment. Live one day at a time. We ain't going to be here forever, folks. So we're going to get this party started in a minute. If you just tuning in, hit that thumbs up button if you watch it on the YouTube channel, Reality Music Entertainment. Support the movement. This is on the podcast that come on here and we talk about real life stuff. We don't just get on here and gossip. So tonight's topic, if you can go back and change anything or one thing in your life, what would that be? Now, I know that'll be a million different answers because there's probably a lot of different people that would change a lot of things that they did or that they experienced in their life. So if you had an opportunity to change one thing, what would that one thing be? Some of y'all would go back and change the person that you gave your virginity to. You wish that they never popped your cherry. You regret it to this day. Or it could be the person that you made a baby with. See, this can go on and on. If you had an opportunity to go back and change something in your life, what would that be? It could be a lot of different things. It could be the person that you married. You wish you never married that person. Once you see what kind of person they were. Karen says LOL. So this can go all type of ways. What is that one thing you wish you could take back? One thing you wish you could change that happened in your lifetime. And it could be taking the wrong job or turning down a certain opportunity. You maybe had an opportunity for one job, but you chose this job. It ain't really work out for you. What would you go back and change? Even though we know we can't change nothing that don't happen in life. What's done is done. When it's over, it's over. We have to move on and keep it moving. But we're just talking hypothetically. If you can go back and change something in your life, what would that one thing be? It might be the person that you took to the prom. You might want to go back and erase. It's all type of different things you can go with. It all depends on who you're talking to. Because nobody had the same life, so everybody got different life experiences. What you've been through and what I done been through. We all have our own path. We all have our own journey. But if you can go back and change that one thing, what would it be? Maybe you wish you never left home. Maybe you wish you would said certain things to certain people while they was here and while they was living. Maybe you wish you would have said, I'm sorry to somebody. There's a whole lot of things that we probably regret. If you can go back in your life and change that one thing, what would it be? Maybe you wouldn't have hung around a certain friend. Maybe you wouldn't have became friends with a certain person. Karen says, I would change my baby daddy. So you're not by yourself, because there's a lot of women probably singing that same song. They wish they never met or had a child from who they ended up having a child from. But it doesn't happen now. What's done is done. What can we do about it? But keep living. Because there's a lot of things we probably wish that we could go back and change. You might wish you could change the first person that you started dating. The first person that you moved in with and shared a house with. Everything was probably cool, and then when you moved together, everything came to the light. But see, that's why life, the only way you're going to learn is from experiences. So we got to go through stuff. You have to endure and go through different things while you're living. That's what it's all about. Then you're able to learn from your mistakes. Or some of us, we don't learn from our mistakes, and we continue to repeat them. We continue to hit our head on that same wall. If you can go back, what's that one thing that you would change? Maybe you regret not taking a certain job. Maybe you regret not buying a certain car. Maybe you regret not picking this house over that house that you moved in. Just think about it for a moment. But see, there's nothing we can do about it. Once it's done, it's over. All we can do is keep moving and keep living and keep pushing. But if you could change certain things, what would that be? A lot of us have different answers because we all live different lives. We all done experienced and seen different things. Maybe you regret taking that ride from that certain person. Little technical difficulties, but we right back on the air, baby. Y'all already know the devil ain't gonna stop this, yo. But let me set this thing up right quick, y'all. But let's continue. Let's get back to the topic. If you could change one thing in your life, what would that be? Some of us will maybe go back and not disrespect your parents, or not run away from home, or not take that first drug, or hit that first hit. There's different ways we can go with this. You can go back in time, folks. What's that one thing you would change in your life? Because we all done experienced different things. And we all done did things that we wish we can take back. Or we all done said things that we really didn't mean. What's that one thing that you wish you could take back? Is it that person that you married that you realized was a mistake, that wasn't the one for you? Both of y'all cheating on each other. No love, no commitment. Is it that one that you became friends with and kept around you all this time? And you regret being, because now they can stay in your guts. But it was once your homie. There was once your bestie. There was once even chilling in your crib. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? So you never know what lesson life gonna teach us. But it's a lesson to be learned. And we learn from our mishaps and our mistakes. Learn from all the things that you did wrong so you don't repeat those same steps. We might have did things in our life that we wish we could take back. Some things might have led you to prison or jail. Some things might have led you into a hospital bed with bullet holes in you. There's certain things that happen in your life that you wish you could change. You wish you never went to that place at that time. You wish you never met a certain person. You wish you never made a certain call. You wish you never made a certain decision. There all comes a point in time in life where it's things we wish we could change, but we can't. All we can do is keep moving forward and take it one day at a time, because we can't go backwards. It's always pushing to the future. It's always on to the next day. Time don't stop, and the world don't stop spinning. No matter what we got going on individually, the world doesn't stop. Even when we die, the world's still gonna be spinning if it ain't destroyed yet. Certain things you have control over, some things you don't. When it's out of your hands, you just let it be. But if certain things that we could have made better decisions, if we would never did this or never did that, you feel like different outcomes would be different in your life. Maybe if you took a different career path and followed your heart and chased your dream, you would be more happier right now. You might be in a better space in your life. You didn't listen to your gut or your intuition, and it didn't work out so well. Maybe you wish you could change that. Maybe you wish you went to another school. Maybe you wish you was raised in a different house. There's so many different things that I know different people wish they could change. But we only can control what we can. Certain things is out of our hands, and we have to put it in the hands of God. Live with the decisions that we make and keep pushing forward. That's all we can do. Life gonna continue to teach us lessons as long as you still live. There's something to learn each day. You don't know what each day is gonna bring us, because every day ain't the same. If you think about your life, every day of your life, it don't function and happen the same way. Yeah, you might go to the same job, but something different might have happened every day. Something might have happened in your personal life differently every day. There's always something that's going to come up. Can you adjust and adapt as things happening right before your eyes? That's why they have that old saying, only the strong can survive, because everybody can adapt to their surroundings. And then you have to be real enough to own up to your mistakes and realize that it was a mistake for me to do that. It was a mistake for me to meet that person. It was a mistake to have a child with that person. It was a mistake to marry that person. You have to own up to your mistakes. And once you own up to it, you learn your lesson. You don't follow up and keep repeating the same mistakes. That's just plain out being stupid. You don't want to be nobody's fool. So you learn from different things that happen in your life. And certain things we wish we could go back and we could change. You wish you never met this certain person. You wish you never went to this certain place. You might have wished you never took this certain drug. And now you become addicted. It's a lot of things we wish we can take back or we can change. But we cannot go back in time. All we can do is keep pushing forward and live one day at a time. One day at a time. Yeah, we can plan for the future, but the future ain't promised to nobody. Nobody's promised to live to see an old age. Think about that. You're not promised to become an old man or old woman. We can leave this earth way before then. So while we're here, we have to be cautious of the life lessons that comes our way. There's certain things we wish we could take back. Certain things you might have wished you never said to certain people. And the people might not be alive for you to apologize right now. So certain things we're going to have to live with. Angela says, I wish I would have followed my dreams sooner. I procrastinated and I feel I could have been a little further with my goals right now. I feel you, Angela. But some people might say you lucked up or got lucky. I call it perfect timing. God works on a perfect schedule. So you're in the position you're in because it's your time to be in that position. We might want certain things at certain times that God ain't ready for us to have. So we have to understand that God don't work on our schedule. And when you look at the outcome, it might still turn out for the best. It might turn out for the better. Your life still might end up and still is in a better place than you was before. And maybe now, God feel like you're ready and you focused and you're ready for that task that you are put in the situation that you live in. But I appreciate Angela for sharing that. Y'all don't be afraid, man. Live chat is wide open. Leave your comments. What we talking about tonight, if you can go back and change one thing in your life, what would that be? One thing in your life that you could change, what would that be? You might have changed, you might want to go back and change how you spent your money, how you spent your time, where you hung out at. You might want to change your friends. You might wish that you picked different friends in your life. When you talk to different people, you're going to get different answers. Because nobody lives the same life, and we all go through different things while we live it. Nothing is the same. If you can go back in your life, you can change that one thing. That's hard, because I know it's a lot of things we wish we could change. It's probably a lot of people you dated that you wish you didn't. It's a lot of people you laid up with, you wish you didn't. There's a lot of people you got children with, you wish you never had. But the kids are here now, and that's a blessing. So you don't worry about the past. You move forward with the future. You control what you can control. Some things is out of our hands. What's done is done, folks. We can't go back. We might wish we could. We might think about what if. What if I never met them? What if I never let them touch me? What if I never laid eyes on them? You can think about the what ifs. But that don't mean it's reality. Because if it doesn't happen, ain't nothing we can do. It ain't nothing we can do about what didn't happen. But you can have some say-so about your future. You can lay the foundation down for what happens in your future. By your choices, your life decisions, it will show that you learned your lesson or not. Or are you going to continue to make the same mistakes? Not get any wiser. Just go on the rest of your life being somebody's fool. When is it going to come a point where you get sick and tired of being sick and tired? Sick and tired of being on the short end of the stick. You're sick and tired of having all these regrets. And you end up with pain in your heart, brokenhearted, filled with sorrow, feel lonely inside, feel like everybody around you has disappointed you. But it all comes with the choices that we make. We have to live with the choices that we make in life. Own up to your mistakes and tell yourself, okay, I messed up right there, but I'm not doing that no more. I might have messed up by taking that pill, but I ain't taking them no more. I might have messed up by dating this certain type of women, but I ain't dealing with them type of women no more. I might have messed up by investing my money with these certain type of people, and I lost everything, and I took a loss, but I ain't doing that no more. See, that's called being wise and taking control of your life. Owning up to your mistakes and trying to correct your wrongs. It's a lot of things I know that we wish we could take back. That wish we could do all over again. Might have been lifetime decisions that are stuck with you even to this day. You're still regretting it. And it might have happened 10, 20, or 30 years ago. You might still have that regret on your heart. Because of the aftermath, the effect that it had on you. Never be afraid to take control of your life. You don't have to live for everybody else. You're living for yourself because it's your soul at stake. It's your life. Take ownership. A lot of decisions that we're going to make that we're going to regret. A lot of things we're going to do we wish we never done. A lot of places that you're going to go that you wish you never went. A lot of people you're going to meet that you wish you never met. There's a lot of people that you made it open up your heart to that you wish you never did. A lot of people you might have told everything, your deepest secrets, and they took it for granted. End up backstabbing you. End up talking about you. Spreading rumors. Trying to destroy your whole life. You wish you could take that back. But there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot go back in the past and change what done happened. But we can learn and try to correct the future. You can try to prevent yourself from making that same accident and crashing into that same wall. You have to learn from the lessons that life teaches us. Certain things happen in your life, you remember. You keep it in your back storage in your mind. And if that situation comes again, you know how to react to it. If you know certain people don't cross you and you come across that same type of person, then it should flash back in your mind. Not even go down that path. Because it's not even worth it. It's not worth you going through that heartache and pain. It's not worth you putting up with somebody's nonsense. It's not worth you being lied to. It's not worth people stealing from you. LTA Sports says, man, I was just thinking about you today. This crazy, you popped up on my feed now. This Tyreek. What's going on, homie? Hope everything good with you. Hope you're blessed. But we just on here kicking it. And what we talk about tonight is, if you can go back in time and change one thing in your life, what would that be? You might have wished you might have never met a certain girl or a certain woman, or a certain man. You might have wished you never took them on a date. You might have wished you never spent that dime with them. You might have wished you never told a certain person that I love you. Saying those three powerful words. You might wish you could go back in time and change that. You might wish you can go back and change a lot of stuff. But what's done is done. What's in the past is over. All you can do is continue to push forward and live for the future. You always look forward, not backwards. Because backwards, you're going to go backwards. Forward, you're going to go forward. You don't want to linger and stay behind. You want to always keep pushing forward. Because if you don't, life going to leave you behind. Life don't wait for nobody. Time don't stop. Time is always ticking. Whether we still here or not. As long as the world is still spinning. But we have a lot of regrets or things that we wish we can go back and we can change and do it differently. Tyreek says, definitely, bro. Hope you blessed too. I'm 26 right now. One thing I wish I could go back and change is that I would have stayed in school and went into something different than being outside for real. See, that's what I'm talking about. I got to put that on the screen. Tyreek, man, I appreciate you, bro. Because I want all the youngins that's going to watch this to look at that comment. So you're going to get a point in life when you're going to look back and all the stupid things that you do, you're going to ask yourself, why did I do it? Why did I even waste my time? Was it worth it? What was I thinking about? Because when you get older, you realize that stuff is stupid and it's dumb. It don't make no sense. You don't benefit from it. And then we think it's cool. You think you're hard. You think that makes you the man. When all you're doing is letting the prime years of your life go by. Everybody got talent and potential, man. God bless everybody with a gift. Tyreek, you still young, bro. You got a gift. Use it. Follow your dreams and what you got a passion for. Don't wait too late till you're dead and gone or till you're old and gray and say, man, I wish I would have did that. Man, I should have did that. Man, do it. Don't sit on your hands. Get up off your behind and chase y'all dreams. So Tyreek, I understand where you're coming from. Because a lot of us wish that, man, if I wouldn't have wasted my time doing this, because I think all the time, if I didn't waste all this time partying and blowing all this money, what could I have done by now? Where would I be right now if I didn't blow all this money and did all this turning up and being lit? But ain't nothing I can do about it now. All I can do is keep living. And that's all we can do. So Tyreek, I understand you, homie, but it ain't too late. You still young. You ain't no dummy. You got a lot of gifts and talents. Just use them. Follow your heart. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay away from anybody that don't want to see you shine. Anybody that's going to steer you in the wrong direction of not living a good life. You should want to be happy and be comfortable. You want to sleep good at night. You don't want to have to go outside and be looking over your shoulders and worry about who's going to run up on me, who's going to start shooting at me, who I got beef with. You want to be able to go out with your kids and go outside and breathe the fresh air in peace. That's what life is all about. We all have regrets that we wish we could go back and change. One thing in your life is probably a whole bunch of things we wish we could change. Because we all done been there and done that. We done been at a place where we like, man, what am I thinking about? What was I doing? Why would I even do that? What was the point of that? Did that even make sense? Why did I go to that place? Why did I pick up that gun? Why did I get in the car with them people? Why did I lay the finger on that girl or that man? You only got one life to live. Don't waste your time and don't waste your talents. Before you know it, you're going to be dead. Before you know it, you'll be old and gray. You can barely even move. Tyreek says, definitely, bro, you speaking facts. And it's shit that I think about daily. I feel like definitely you said so much just now, I can't even really discuss all of it for real. She got me thinking right now for real. I hope you let that sink in, bro. Because you know I ain't got nothing but love for you. I'm like big bro. Because at the end of the day, I want to see everybody shine, man. I want everybody to be happy. You want to put yourself in a good situation. You don't want to be out here unhappy. Looking over your shoulder. Barely eat. Living like a bum. Begging people. That's not a life that you want to live. Nobody out there wants to always suffer. You want to be happy and enjoy everything that this world got to give. But time is ticking. We don't know what tomorrow, next year, 5 years from now, we don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, some things we wish we could change. Yeah, some things we wish if I could go back 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I'd have never did this. I'd have never did that. I would have never said that. I would have never went to that place. I'd have never hung around those people. I'd have never made them my homies. I'd never have slept with that girl or that man. I would have never put my car in the name for that person. I'd never co-sign for that person if I know that they were going to let that car get repoed. I would never stick my neck out there again. It's a lot of things we all wish we could take back. Because we all don't make mistakes. Ain't nothing we can do about it. But you live and you learn. You learn from what you done been through, and you continue to keep living. But you push yourself to have a better life. You push yourself to the limit. Don't live in the box. Think outside the box, man. Know that God put you here for a reason. No matter if you made mistakes, so be it. Live up to it and say, I messed up. But at the same time, you got a chance now to do something good and do something positive. You got a chance now to keep your life pushing forward. You got a chance now to lay a foundation that your kids can eat good. It's never too late. As long as you're living, as long as you wake up every day, it's never too late to do nothing. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to get money. It's never too late to change your occupation. It's never too late to change the way we think. As long as you're breathing and still alive, it ain't too late. When you're dead and gone, it's too late. When you're in the casket, it's too late. When you're laying in that cemetery and your soul is at rest, it's too late. But right now, it ain't too late. Because if you're still watching this podcast, you're still living. You're still pushing. So you owe it to yourself to have the best life that you can have while you living and after you living. So the decisions that we make right now is not going to affect just only the rest of our life, but it's going to follow you when you die. Because we're going to be judged for the way we live. You can't be out here just crashing out. You can't be out here acting like, I don't care. It is what it is. That ain't going to get you nowhere but an early grave with a lifetime of pain. You got to have the right mentality. You can't go back and change all the bad stuff that you did. But you can change what you do from this moment forward. You can make better decisions right now. You can't go back to then. But you can take action right now in your life. It all depends on how bad you want to do that. Do you have a good enough heart to look at yourself in the mirror and realize the mistakes you done made and say, I messed up. Now, I'm tired of doing wrong. I want to do right. I might have was nothing 5 years ago, but that don't mean I still have to be nothing. I might have was a thief. I might have was a thug, a gangster, a killer. That don't mean I have to be that right now. I might have been a no good baby daddy, a no good wife, no good husband. But that don't mean you have to be that right now. You can control what's coming as much as you can, but you can't go back and change nothing that done happened. We all wish we could go back and change something. A mistake that we did. Something that happened that we wish never happened. You might still have it on your heart right now and regret it to this day. You might really regret that you met that person that had kids with them. But it happened. And the kids are here now. So what you gonna do now? You have to make the best of what it is. That's all you can do. You can't change the past, but you can try to make the best of what it is right now. We can make the best of what life can give us right now. We can try to live and make better decisions right now. You can't change if you met a homeboy that went soft on you, that switched up on you, a homegirl that stabbed you in the back. But you know what to look for now when you make future friends. You know what to look for now before you let everybody in your circle. You know what to look for now before you give that person that knife to stab you in that back. Because you should have learned for what you already done been through. It's one thing to make mistakes. It's another to not learn from them. If you keep repeating the same mistakes, you're being a fool. We live streaming right now, y'all, on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. This is the Foolish Show podcast. I give it to you real. We don't come on here sugarcoating. I don't come on here gossiping. I ain't spreading no rumors. It ain't no he say, she say. We just talk about real life stuff. And we all have something that we wish we could take back. It's something you wish you could change. That one mistake or that one person that you allowed to have your heart, that they ain't appreciated. And now to this day, you regret it. It hurts your heart. It hurts you real bad. But ain't nothing you can do about it. But you have to man up or be a woman and keep your life moving. You can't control what doesn't happen. What's done is done. What's in the past is over. It's finished. You got to put that to rest and keep your life moving forward. Even though we wish we could go back. Certain things that we wish we should have said, we could have did. Why did I do this? Why I didn't do this? Why I didn't say this? Why I didn't spend my money here? Why I didn't take that job? Why I didn't listen to my mama? Why I didn't listen to my daddy? We can go on and on about different things that we regret. We wish we could take back. We wish we could change. Because we all done did some things that we wish we could take back, that you're not proud of. When you think about it, it makes you cringe. Just think about what you did or what you said. It makes you think to yourself, what was I thinking about? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I let this person in my life? Why did I have a child from this person? Why did I marry this person? Why did I trust this person with my money? Why did I listen to that pastor? Why did I listen to my supervisor? Life gonna hit you in so many different ways. Because there's so many different things that happen while we living. But we have to live and learn from our mistakes and try our best not to keep repeating. Don't keep falling in the same trap. If you fell in there one time, try to take it back. Try to go back in your mind and not fall in that same trap. Ming says, I regret nothing. Everything is how it's supposed to be. It was written before we was born. Amen to that. What's done is done. Some things is destiny. Some things is meant for you to go through. It's journey in your life and roadblocks is meant to be there. Because God don't make mistakes. And they always say he won't put that on you that you can't bear. So I understand where you come from. But not regretting nothing in your life. Because you might feel like it made you the person you are today. It made you the woman you are as we speak. It gave you life lessons. And it made you stronger. Now you're able to stand on your 2 feet and live your life the best way you can. There's nothing we can go back and change. But we can change the way we live, the way we act, how we think. Because nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. We all have certain things we can work on. If you be honest with yourself, it's certain things that you know in your heart, I can do better. Maybe it's the way you talk to people. Maybe it's the way you carry yourself. Maybe it's just the way you think. We all have things we can all work on. Nobody's a finished project until we dead and gone. You're never too old to learn something. We just can't change what's done. We can't go back in time and correct. We can't correct every mistake that we made in our life. Some of us wish we could change certain things, but that's not possible. You have to live in reality and look at what's right here in your face. Where's your life at today? What position are you in as we speak? Are you at a good point in your life? Can you live with yourself? Can you get yourself in the mirror? Feel it and be happy. Do you like what you see when you look at yourself? Do you feel you being the best person you can be? Are you fulfilling and reaching your potential? Or are you just sitting around on your hands, making excuses and pointing fingers? It's a big world out here, and we all play a part in it. We all have a role in this movie. We all have a purpose. We just have to find that purpose and live your life to the fullest. Live it with no regrets. Stand on what you believe in. And stand up to and own up to your mistakes. Nobody's perfect. If you messed up, say you messed up. And keep it pushing. That don't mean you're a terrible person because you made a mistake. But if every day all you do is make mistakes, then you're not a good person. You should want to do better. So we all can make excuses for what we do, but it takes a real person to stand up and own up to their mistakes. Own up to the bad and negative things that you do. You know in your heart, you ain't certain things you know you can improve on. You might can treat your family a little better. You might can treat your kids a little better. You might can be a little wiser with your money. You might can talk to your mom them a little better. You might can do more at your job. Most important, you might can do a way lot more for God and being obedient and allow him to. But we all got our own life to live. Nobody can tell you how to do it. We all living it as we speak. We don't know what's going to come each day. Each day is a different picture in this movie. It's a different scene in your life. We all going to make mistakes. But do you make the mistakes make you or do it break you? Do it make you wiser and make you stronger? Or do it break you down and keep you down? How do you look at yourself? How much self-love do you have? Do you believe in you? Do you believe that God put you here for a reason? Or you think you just here sucking up air for nothing? What purpose are you serving? From this day forward, everybody need to ask themselves that. Because we all was blessed with a lot of potential, a lot of gifts, a lot of talents. It's all about how you use it. It's about not letting people steal your joy. Some people will try to rain on your parade if you let them. You always believe in yourself and have self-love. Expect the best for yourself. Even if nobody around you don't want it for you. Even if nobody else don't want you to shine, let your light shine. It don't matter what they think. It's your life. Own it. Don't be nobody's puppet. Live for yourself. Because we're going to have to live and account for our own sins. Ain't nobody going to be there when we die. When we go face God, you ain't going to have no attorney. Ain't no representative going to be able to speak for you. So you might as well live your own life. Do what you got to do. It's a lot of things we probably wish we could change that we did or said in our life. But we can't. What's done is done. And what's over, it's over. Only thing you can do is keep life pushing and keep looking forward and living one day at a time and learn from everything that you go through. Understand that life sometimes is what you make it. If you want more in life, then we got to make better decisions. We got to hang around different people. You got to change the crowd that you associate with. You got to change the way you think. If you want different, if you want better, you got to do better. Can't keep doing the same ignorant things and expect a different result. But we're going to wind this podcast on down, folks. I appreciate everybody that tuned in and checked in the live chat. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch it in the future. Y'all can always go back to YouTube and look at all my podcast shows on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Reality Music Entertainment. Subscribe if you ain't already. We come on here, we talk about real life stuff that we all go through. Every day is a journey. Every day is a lesson. All we can do is learn from it and try not to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Before I go, man, let me put the code up. Make sure y'all support the movement down below. Scan that code, man. It's going to take you to our official store, reality music, entertainment, merchandise. Place your orders now. We got new fitted caps, beanies, snapbacks, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, joggers, swim shorts, workout gear, socks, all type of accessories, different things that you can even use in the house, towels, sheets, shower curtains. Right down there, folks. Support the hustle, man. Scan that code, and then we'll take y'all to our official reality music entertainment merchandise store, man. We got new merch. I got different t-shirts with me featured on different magazines. Y'all gotta do is go on in there, place y'all orders. We got 30% off all apparel right now. You're gonna find something you like. We got something for the ladies and something for the men. If y'all want y'all official Foolish Podcast shirt, scan that code. We got podcast shirts, the official podcast, hoodies, snapbacks, beanies, you name it, we got it. Scan that code if you're watching right now. We got new hot apparel. I just launched some new merchandise the other week. So y'all go ahead and order y'all a t-shirt, order you a hoodie. Get your pillowcase. Grab you some kind of merchandise, man, and support the movement. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in, man. Lord's willing, I will be back on the air Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Tell your friends, tell your family. Spread the word. This is the only podcast that's going to give it to you real, and we all can come on here and talk and speak how we feel. We don't judge nobody. I don't judge nobody for their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. We don't have to think the same and act the same. We just have to respect each other. Just because you don't agree with everything I say, don't mean I have to hate you or I'm going to sit and argue with you. We can agree to disagree, but keep life moving. But y'all stay safe, man. See y'all Friday night. I'm out, everybody.